Hey everybody, it's Chris again, bringing you a secondary review of the Trilogy Challenge Discs. It's the Latitude 64 Falchion, the Westside Discs Sling, and the Dynamic Discs Marshal. To do some further testing, I took them out with a couple of local Team Trilogy members and let them throw them, and we also put them up against a couple other discs. So the Falchion we put up against some hatchets, the Sling we put up against a compass, and I had those guys throw their normal throwing putter versus the Marshals. So you're going to see a lot of footage of them. Just my personal update, getting my hands on a couple compasses. The Sling and the compass are very, very similar. Similar distances, similar flights, both hold lines great. I think either disc could be a staple of anybody's bag. So still very impressed with it. The Marshal, just putting with it lately, has been awesome. And the Falchion, again, very understable driver, good for those big turnover fairway drives, a little bit longer than a fairway usually. So I'm going to show you the footage of them and then let them review the discs for you at the end. If you have any questions, as always, put them in the comments. Love to answer them for you, and if you have requests, put them in there as well, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks. All right, Chris with Marshalls. Chris with Sling versus Compass. And this again is with left-right headwind. You can see it actually held a beautiful line for him. Sling number 2. Chris right now maxes out around 350 with his long-range drivers. So he's actually getting pretty decent pulls out of these slings. This will be compass number 1. Just missed it, but these are hatchets for comparison. Sorry if it's Spence, they're Dan's discs. Let's see Dan's response on that one. Dan with Marshalls. Again, you can see the wind is pushing right to left. Gives a better flat throw. Okay, Dan Mao, single throw, compass, sling, and then Emac Truth. See, he tilted the compass just a little bit, flattens out and fades down at the end. This will be the sling. Very similar result. Just a little bit farther. And Emac Truth. Great flat throw, and that's going to net way more left. Okay, Falchion. With a lot of hyzer. See if we can get one a little flatter. And we did measure the fence and the post out there about 320 feet away from where we're sitting. Almost the same spot.
All right, so Chris Kearney, trying out a few of the new Trilogy Challenge discs. First one throwing was the Falchion. Have to say, nice, straight, slight turn, came back. I'd have to compare it mostly for my own personal throwing discs to the Stag. I throw both recycled and VIP plastic. These brand new ones flew very much like the beat-in, I'd say the VIP plastic. It gets a nice turn out of it, but then it also will fade back if thrown flat. The next disc that we threw, the Sling, I'd compare it a lot to my compass. I've thrown compasses before, threw compasses today, and they were very much similar. You could throw with a lot of force in both of them, they'll just hold a nice dead straight line. And then lastly, through the Marshal. The Marshal itself, it flies really nice out straight, a slight little bit of fade. Did throw it comparing to my Warden that I normally throw, and it definitely holds the line a lot better than the Warden. The Warden is a little beat in, but even when it was brand new, the Warden would have a little turn. This thing just holds it real nice and straight and has a very solid, slight fade finish to it.
All right, thanks. Go.
Yep.
Dan Mao here, testing out the Trilogy Challenge discs. The Falchion was I would compare it to an understable Escape. We threw it against the Hatchet, had a similar flight to the Hatchet. It was a little straighter, came out a little bit more at the end. The Sling, I would say it was pretty much just like a compass. It was very straight. You could put it on any line. We were throwing big antes with it. It was holding any line. It was pretty much dead straight. The Marshal, I would say, is more like a straighter judge. I would almost compare it to my Mercy that I throw. It was very straight, little to no fade at the end, and I think it would probably hold any line as well. It felt really good in the hand. Not quite the judge that I throw.
All right, thanks, Dan.